Hey, what is up, y'all? Kenzo is back. I'm gonna do that thing where I play some Doom for an hour, but today I'm playing Doom 64. So this will be fun to go through. I haven't played this in a long time, so let's get this thing fired up. All right. So this is an emulator, just to be, in the spirit of disclosure, and I'm gonna play it on a controller because one, for some reason, the mouse controls in this emulator are kind of fucked up. You're like real herky jerky. Two, this game's being re-released on the Switch, and I'm curious to see how it controls with a controller. I'm I'm sure it'll be fine because back in the day, I played this on a Nintendo 64 controller, and that was definitely back before the days of like your kind of typical uh, twin stick configuration. Look at that double barrel chainsaw. Hell yeah. I mean, so far it feels fine. Oops. The thing about Doom 64 is the sound effects. Obviously, if you've ever played Doom, the first thing that'll really jump out at you are the sound effects are different. Oh yeah, and the sound effects come from the PlayStation version of Doom. Shit. So when Doom was a bit or is a big deal. It's not like it stopped. Um, but with Doom, I mean, keep in mind like there wasn't really a good console version of it. Like there was a version on Super Nintendo. And I mean, was it Doom? Yeah, I mean it was Doom. Um, but it was weird, you know, super pixelated, laggy. And, let's be honest with each other. I played the shit out of it when I was a kid. But it wasn't the best version of Doom out there. There's one on God, what was that console called? The Jaguar, and it wasn't very good. It wasn't really until like the PlayStation that we got a good version of Doom. And the cool thing about the PlayStation version of Doom was it took like Doom 1 and 2 and it like kind of smushed it together into one game. So like you're playing Ultimate Doom and there's like chain gun guys and there's paint elementals. Um, and they made some of the backgrounds like animated and stuff like that. And then they also added new sound effects. So the sound effects you're hearing here are from the PlayStation version. The thing about Doom 64 is it's very, at least its early levels, it's very atmospheric. Like the music. I mean, just listen to the music. You know what I mean? Like it's very, I don't know, scary sounding. They also changed the lighting. Like the lighting is a lot more atmospheric. And the thing with Doom 64 is it was one of my favorite PlayStation, one of my favorite Nintendo 64 games. I think this game, Turok 2, Star Fox, you know, Mario 64, those are kind of some of my top games. Oh God, I don't remember how this. Oh wait, yeah, I do. Yeah, watch this. Ah, son of a bitch. But you know, it's obviously they like changed the enemy design. It's just a cool game, man, and it's cool that people are finally going to get to experience this game, because there's lots of people out there that's, you know, have never played Doom 64. I mean, I've played it, but that was only because I was like a big Doom fan. Man, boy, I tell you what, dude, I played the shit out of that uh, PlayStation version of Doom, because, you know, that was in like 1993, 4. I don't remember exactly the year. But I didn't, you know, I grew up kind of poor. And, like, I say kind of poor because, obviously, I'm talking about playing a game on a PlayStation. So, you know, we, like, weren't, you know, like, super poor. Like, you know, old Pops made some money. But anyway, you know, like, to have enough money to, like, you know, buy a computer, that wasn't really a thing. So I didn't get a computer until like the year, gosh, what was it? Like the year 2000, I think. And I'm pretty sure it's 2000 because I had just graduated high school like late in 1999. So obviously I didn't get to really play Doom as much as I wanted, you know, as like the way it was supposed to be on the computer. I mean, I had seen it before and I played it on like a school computer, because that was the first time I ever saw it. Doom was on a school computer. And I mean, there's a certain sense of irony that the first time I ever saw Doom or played it, or the thing that got me into the game, was on a computer at a school, you know. And I say that just because of all the controversy surrounding this game, or not this specific game, but, you know, Doom after the Columbine shootings. So I remember after Columbine, I mean, I was still in high school when that went down. I mean, I think I was in my junior year of high school, I think. So after Columbine, I only had like one more year to... Oh, shit. You know, I like only had one more year of school before I graduated. But I remember, you know, things changed after Columbine. I remember, you know, we all had to have clear backpacks. You couldn't have like long coats, like duster. I grew up in Texas, you know, so there were kids that would wear dusters to school because they were what I would call a kicker. And a kicker, in my in my description, is someone that dresses up like a cowboy, but they're not a fucking cowboy. They just dress up like one. So that's a kicker. Little Texas trivia for you there. Anyway, when that Columbine shit went down, so you know they're like, okay, you like can't wear these fucking dusters no more, and there were kids that were really upset about that because that was, you know, part of their identity, and suddenly like they couldn't you know be themselves. So I didn't really like the individuals that I'm thinking about anyway. I thought they were kind of dicks. But at the same time, it's like, well, you know, they're just trying to do their thing. So, okay, I'm like kind of honestly turned around a little bit. Not gonna lie here. Do I go in here? Yellow door, yellow door, yellow door. Where's the yellow door at? Oh. Oh, it's like back at the beginning of the level, isn't it? Um, I also remember that there's a certain subset of kids that would wear trench coats. Um, I can't remember. I can't remember what they were called because every kind of class in school had a had some kind of description. You know, like the kickers. You had the jocks. You had the preps. You had the oh, they like weren't called stoners. They were called something else. Oh, the skaters. That's what they were called. The skaters. And then you had like the grunge kids. And then you had the nerds, of course. I was shockingly one of the nerds. I know, weird, right? But after Columbine, like, yeah, man, like, even talking about Doom was like passe. So, yeah. I remember when I was in my senior year of high school, I used to work for the school district, and I think I've told the story before. Maybe I haven't. I don't know. Um, but I used to work for the school district, so I would go around the schools and help fix computers because back then, you know, late 90s, I wanted to go into IT, right? I thought that was like the thing I wanted to do with my life. Now, as it turns out, I actually hate computers and I don't like messing with them or do anything with them. But that that was sure as shit what I thought I wanted to do back in the day. So anyway, the point I'm getting to is you know, knew how to like install things on all the computers. I knew how to, you know, load programs, stuff like that. So I had loaded Quake, no, Quake 2 Yeah, it was Quake 2. I loaded Quake 2 on this computer, and I was, playing it, because in this one class, I couldn't tell you the class anymore. I don't remember, but it was just some class where like the teacher would tell you like some stuff for like 20 minutes, and then we would just kind of screw off the whole rest of the day, or period or whatever. I like I like never forget the dude's name is Mr. Myers, right? Well, he saw me playing the game on this computer, but he didn't say anything about it, and whatever. Well, I guess someone had told someone somewhere that like, hey, did you know that Kenzo was playing this shooter game on this computer? And I came into class, I don't know, a day or two later, and oh my god, I got my ass like chewed out in front of the whole class. It was so embarrassing. This guy was so mad at me for installing Quake 2 on that computer. And I guess, he was more upset about, and rightly so, like, what would other parents think about him as a teacher if they knew that, he was allowing kids to play like these, quote unquote violent shooter games in his class. The fuck? Because keep in mind, this is kind of the beginning of the age of everybody gets offended about everything movement. No, I want to get in there. Okay, whatever. Well, no, I have to go that way. Okay, here we go. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Okay, I must have unlocked something. Here we go. Going back. Oh, there's a key now. All right then. Yeah, it was unfortunately, I think, my generation that spawned the fucking, the Karens, where people get offended about everything. Or they, like, want to talk to the manager. Like, I swear, man. But, yeah. It's still just funny to this day that, I, first time I ever saw or played Doom was at a school. So. But freaking Doom 64, man, is such a cool game. Cool sound effects, cool level design. I will be the first to admit that some of the later level design, they were like kind of maze-like, and I just remember them not being particularly fun. So there's that. Do I shoot them? The final boss in this game is pretty weird. I actually remember the final boss in this game being kind of a pain in the ass. How the hell do I get out of here? How do I get out? Oh, right. Alright, well I got a blue key card. I don't know where to go, but I have a blue key. Yeah, I'm curious if they're gonna change anything with the graphics and stuff for the Switch version that's going out. I mean, if I had to stake my claim, yeah, maybe a little bit. Maybe they'll clean it up. You know, make the resolution a little higher. Oh, the exit's right there? Well, alright then. So far, so good, yo. Yeah. I guess we'll go this way. Yeah, the freaking single barrel shotgun definitely is my go-to weapon. Dude, playing this on Nintendo 64 was kind of a pain in the ass. Because again, this is before the days of, like, you know, twin stick shooters. The first problem I have with the controller is, look, like, this is my turn speed. It does accelerate to a certain extent, which is fine. But I don't know. Anyway, playing on the Nintendo 64, this is how you would have to control. Like, you'd go, you know, like, there wasn't really, like, this movement. I mean, there was, but you, like, I think if I remember, you had to hold down a button on, like, top of the controller and then hit left and right to strafe. Otherwise, it would just turn you. So, like, doing, like, this kind of movement, like a circle strafe, was, like, impossible. But yeah, I think this will totally be playable on a controller, and I'm sure the controls will be, like, finely tuned. You know, for the Switch controller. Alright, is there anything in here I need? Like, need? Okay. And no. I don't remember this game adding, oh shit, any new enemies aside from, like, the final boss of this game is unique to this game. And he is a pain in the ass. I remember that very vividly. He is not fun to fight. You know what? I just seeing that enemy just proved me wrong. There are unique enemies to this game. The transparent imps. They're unique to this game. Didn't have transparent imps in Doom 2 or Ultimate Doom. So there you go. There are unique enemies in Doom 64. I was wrong. I'm sorry. This is funny that like I'm saying that as I open a door, I'm looking at one like, yeah, there's no unique enemies in Doom 64. It's stupid. I know one thing Doom 64 is good about is every level has like secrets. But I mean they're like not the most obvious secrets out there. Like some of these secrets are like such a I think to this day I've never found all the secrets in the first fucking level. Oh yeah. Get shit on, bro. Get shit on. See, like, that wouldn't have happened if I was using a keyboard and mouse. I'm just not that good with a controller, man. I mean, I say that, and I'm the guy that plays most third-person shooters on a controller. You know, because for some reason, just third-person shooters just don't make sense to me on a keyboard and mouse. Like, I can't explain it. It doesn't make sense. Oh no! Okay, so why did I do all that? Did that do anything? Did that open anything? Or did I miss something? I think the more likely canon is I missed something. Oh, the friggin' key's like right there. Alright then. Oh, I didn't grab the key. What the fuck? Grab the key. Bah. I could just see me dying, and it's gonna make me mad. Why can't I grab the key? Is there a reason? Is it glitched? Oh, I got it. Hurry. Okay. So far, so good. What the hell did that do? Oh. Alright, so there's something in here I gotta be doing. Okay. Okay, so what the hell did that do? Oh, I bet it opened that door over here. Yep. 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 Oh, okay, cool. Hooray. You know what? I don't think this auto saves. I mean, maybe it does, but I don't think it does. Hang on. I'm not trying to check my timer here. Okay. So I got some time. Dude, just wait till the pain elementals show up in this game. They are freaky looking. Is something spawning behind? Yeah, I did. Oh, shit. Bastard. Yeah, I'm actually kind of getting my ass kicked a little bit. Got a bit of a challenge going on here. Now, I'm definitely not playing this on like a very like the hardest difficulty, like I did with you know, Doom 2 and Ultimate Doom. What was that noise? Okay. Okay, so I did all that, and that's great, but did I get anything more? Is there a key? Oh, there we go. I has key now. Right. Wait, what? No. How do I... Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Of course, there's enemies there that spawn that made me have to back up. Whoa. Oh yeah, the what they call it, the Barons. Not sure what that did. Yeah, look at it. That's a Pain Elemental. Fucking weird looking. How the hell do I get out of here? Do I jump down here? Up. Alright. Blue key card. An armor that I'm not sure how to get to. Oh well. Man, I bet ID Software for years tried to get Nintendo to, let them release Doom 64 on like a different console, and Nintendo's like, nope, not gonna happen, buddy. But thanks for playing. But man, just the atmosphere in this game is so good, man. The ambient sounds, the music, or I guess lack of music, to be accurate. Can I shoot them? Oh. I will admit playing this on a controller is not a, you know, for me, it's not doing it for me. It's not horrible. I mean, obviously I'm getting through the levels. Oh, shit. But I prefer keyboard and mouse. I mean, come on. It's friggin' Doom. I mean, come on. I mean, that said back in the day, you know, when you would play Doom, you would just use, like, the arrow keys. I don't even remember seeing a mouse and keyboard play style until, like, the late 90s. Like I was talking about earlier, you know, I used to work for the school district, and the guys I, you know, worked with, you know, obviously they were nerds, and they would play Quake 2 on LAN. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, hello. I must be missing something. It's definitely this way, I can tell you that much. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's go back. No, there's like some way to get this key. But anyway, they would play like Quake 2 on LAN, and I remember seeing them use a mouse and keyboard. And I was like asking one of the guys, I'm like, well, how does that work? And he's like, yeah, you just use the mouse and aim and shoot, and you move with, and they use the, you know, WASD control scheme. Which, again, I'd never heard of before. Yeah, there's something I'm supposed to be doing with this switch right here. But what is it? Ah, that's what it does. Okay, okay. But I still don't have a key, though. Okay, so there must be another door that I'm missing. Yeah. Apparently I was missing getting shot in the face. So there's that. Oh no, this is just the beginning of the level. So... the yellow key card. Okay. God, this level design. See, like, and most levels are like this. Most levels are like just a big freaking puzzle. Unlike, you know, I have my misgivings about Doom 2, but the level design was fairly straightforward. It was like, go in room, kill enemies, grab key. I mean, some levels were a little more, you know, convoluted than others, but, you know, for the most part, they're relatively straightforward. That's how you do it. Okay, I just missed a door. I'm stupid. Well, there's a mega Oh, I fucked up. Oh, whatever. I don't need it. Well, wait. There's a door in here, right? Yeah, what's in here? Oh, shit. Red key card. Okay, well, I can't do anything with this. There's the exit. Alright, going back. Can't open that. Okay. Ow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the plasma gun is so cool in this game. Here, I'll use it. Watch. It just sounds fucking cool. Um. Okay, well, this is the only way I can go. So, what am I missing? Because I can't hit that switch. Oh, the teleporter. So what? What did that do? He wonders. I don't know. Well, I got a yellow key card. That's something. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's like no sound effects at all. It's like it's freaky. How do you open that? There we go. Oh, these levels are a maze. I don't know why. It is cool they added these like cameras to the game. I think that was a pretty cool idea. I tend to forget they're even a thing, but it's still pretty cool. I appreciate it. Okay. Red key. Oh, there's switches in here. That's right. Okay. Fuck off. Oops. The final outpost. Sounds dramatic. All right. I I'm actually gonna end the gameplay. I've been playing for about an hour-ish, give or take, and you know that this game's cool, right? I do like it. I'm gonna keep doing this series where I just play it, just say whatever comes to my mind, or sometimes I don't say anything because I get so engrossed in the game that I forget to talk. But yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this gameplay series. Doom 64. I just remember it's cool. I like it. The thing I don't like about it is a lot of the levels, as you've seen, they're just like mazes, right? And they're not very intuitive sometimes. So you really gotta like dick around for like a long time until you figure out where to go. And I'm not a fan of that. But hey, it is what it is, right? I'm out. See you for the next gameplay. As always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.